and welcome back to TTCNP, the T Current News Podcast. And it's your hostess with the mostest, Diego Garcia. And today we have a very special guest, Rodrigo Chavez.
Hello, hello. How y'all doing?
And today we are going to go talk about two major topics in the United States that's been happening a lot recently. It's Border Patrol and immigration.
Thank you. So, first, we're going to start off with the impact of immigration on the United States. So, today, the United States is home to the largest immigration population in the world. Even though immigrants assimilate faster in the United States compared to developed European nations, immigration policies has become a highly contentious issue in America. While much of the debate centers on cultural issues, the economic effects of immigration are clear. Economic analysis finds little support for the view that inflows of foreign labor have reduced jobs or American wages. Economic theory predictions and the bulk of academic research confirms that wages are unaffected by immigration over the long term and that the economic effects of immigration are mostly positive for natives for the overall economy. Now I think my boy Gabriel has a few words to say about his opinion about immigration. So Gabriel, how do you feel about this situation?
Well, you see here, Rodrigo, I'm very heavy-hearted about the situation because I feel like more immigrants should come to this country because, like the old saying goes, immigrants are the backbone of our country. Also, as we talk about the word immigrants and immigrations, let's look at the true meaning and definition of it. On Google standards, it says that immigrant is a person who comes to live permanently in a foreign country, as well as the word immigration is the action of coming to live in a foreign country. Now, according to the lawfirms.com, there is four types of immigrants. There are the U.S. citizens. These are the people who are either born in the U.S. or have become naturalized after 3 or 5 years as permanent residents. These citizens can never be deported. Unless the citizens was obtained through fraud, you can work legally and receive any public benefits you are qualified for. Also, you can petition for legal status of your spouse, child, parent, or siblings. Now, there are permanent or conditional residents. Legal permanent residents are those who are having what they called green card. A green card holder or lawful permanent residence is someone who has been granted authorization to live and work in the United States on a permanent basis. As proof, the status become a permanent resident in several different ways. Most individuals are sponsored by a family member or employer in the U.S. Other individuals may be permanent residents through a status or humanitarian programs. Now, there are non-immigrants. People who fall into this category are in the country legally, but are on a temporary basis. Example include students, visas, business visitors, or tourists. Fiancés or individuals granted temporary protected status. Now, the last but not least are the undocumented immigrants. People who are in the country without permission or illegally are called undocumented. This means they do not have permission to live in the U.S. They are not authorized to work and they have no access to public benefits like healthcare or a driver's license. Any person who is undocumented can run the risk of being deported or have deportation proceedings started against them at any time. This creates a highly stressful and unsustainable living situation. And that is the four types of immigrants.
Thanks, Gabriel. Um, so off to the next topic. For me, my opinion about immigration and, the whole effect of it is that, again, what Gabriel said, immigration is very important to us because that's how we came to be. From the beginning, Europeans came came over and immigrated to, what is today United States of America. So I believe more people from all over the world can impact on America. And, obviously there's some downsides, um, especially to the economy, because most of them doesn't have the right papers, and some of them don't pay taxes. And more people, but less of them have to pay taxes. So I feel like the economy has a very impact on immigration. So we'll get further down into that. So back on the topic of immigration, more often than not, immigrants are less educated, and their incomes are lower at all ages than those of the natives. As a result, immigrants pay less in federal, state, and local taxes and use federal funded entitlement programs such as Medicaid, SNAP, and other benefits at higher rates than natives. But they are also less likely than comparably low income natives to receive public assistance. Moreover, when they do take public assistance, the average value of benefits received is below average, implying a smaller net cost to the federal government relative to a comparable low-income native. However, immigrants often impose a heavier tax burden on natives. At the state and local level, immigrants, particularly those with low levels of education and income, generally have larger families and more children using public K-12 education. The largest component of state and local budgets. Furthermore, if immigrants' children are not already fluent English speakers, the, the per student cost of education may be substantially higher than for native born children. These factors impose short term costs on state budgets. Over the long term, however, the upward economic mobility and tax-paying lifetime of second-generation immigrants more than offset an initial fiscal burden. So, my overall of immigration and the economy is that immigration does help with the economy because of federal taxes and all these other agencies that help out. But again, they would have to pay taxes still, and the more we pay taxes, the better economy that we have, and the more people, the more jobs, and obviously I think it's better for us. But it is not good that immigrants come and they do not do what they're not supposed to do, like you know robbing or doing all this bad stuff, which I think is not good for the United States. And people have a different perspective on immigrants of that way. But I feel like if more immigrants came and did the right thing, the country would do a lot more better. But overall, I think it's a good thing the immigrants come, and the economy is obviously showing that it's a lot better with them and without them, and more jobs are opening because of them. So that's even better. All right, now to my bro Gabriel.
All right, thank you, Rodrigo. So, yes, immigration can looked at many ways and many opinions, but I think in the long run, it's gonna affect us in a good way. And I realize that the situation doesn't look really well right now, especially with our president wanting not immigrants to be in this country and trying to get them out because he thinks that it corrupts our country. But in many ways, even in my neighborhood, I wake up at 6:30 in the morning and I see a bunch of trucks and a lot of Latinos working on houses constructed within like 2 or 3 months. Like, they're hard workers, and I realized that like there wouldn't be as many houses as they were if there wasn't as many Latinos, Hispanics, I'm pretty sure immigrants working. So there is my opinion on it. Thank you, Rodrigo.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Rodrigo, and we're back again. And I'm here with my bro Gabriel on the phone. Say what's up, Gabriel.
How's it going?
So we're gonna interview somebody over the phone about some things that we like to ask. So, Gabriel, would you like to kick it off with the questions?
Yes. And our first question would be, how has your experience in America been?
Well, at the beginning, the first years, it was not easy, but these last few years, it have been a lot better, and I guess I would say it haven't been bad, but if you say everything it been good, no, because at the beginning of the year, uh, I mean not at the beginning of the year, but at the beginning of when I first got here, it was not easy for me. I don't know if that answered the question.
Yeah, it did. Thank you very much. Times got tough, but we overcome these things. What would you say has been the most difficult thing to do, or some would say accomplish, as an immigrant that you are proud of?
That I'm proud of? Well, I guess to get used to of the type of life that you live here is different than my country. So I would say that I think over the years, um, I never thought that I would get to where I am today. That I'm available to communicate with other people. I'm available to have my own business and get that get to uh, have people to trust on me and have confidence in me. And I think I can't say that my business is pretty big, but I can say that I'm happy with uh, if you compare when I got here at the beginning, when I first moved to this country. I would say that's one of the things that I'm happy with. That I get to learn the language and to have my own business and have people uh, have faith on me.
And is it true that you self-created your business?
Um, yes, it is. Yes.
That's pretty incredible, sir. And I guess our last question would have to be is, what do you miss about your country that they don't have in America?
Um, that they don't have. Well, it's a lot of things. So, one of the more things that I miss is like my my family. Like I have my own family here, but I will say my family like parents, brothers, sisters. So I would say family, and then if you ask me what else, I would say uh, food and a lot of bunch of stuff. But that would be the more thing that I would say. What I miss for my country is my entire family.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, thank you very much, sir.
Um,
And
I have one more question for you.
Yes.
Um, on your experience, over in Mexico and America, what do you think? Um, how do you think the economy is different?
Uh, I think one of the things that make a difference is that I think this is a country where it gives you a lot of opportunities. Um, Sometimes there's opportunities that you don't have in your own country. So I think that's one of the things that the um, econ- economy is better here because you get to have more opportunities that you don't have in your country.
Wow, thank you very much. That was a good answer.
Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you for talking to us, and hope everything goes well with your business. And it's pretty awesome to start a new business over here in the United States, and it's going really good. So that's incredible.
Thank you.